Hey there, YouTube. I've had quite a few folks who have messaged me, want to know a little bit more about me, and I just wanted to basically do this as an introduction video about who I am and why I'm doing this. Get started, my name is Robbie, and actually go by the moniker of the Misplaced Rebel on YouTube, as you folks can know. I was born and raised in the South. Lived in Pensacola, Florida, and while I was there, had the great pleasure of meeting my wife, Kizzy. She has put up with a lot of my crap, I tell you. We've been married now, it's 10 years. We were married on October the 14th. Myself, I am 40 years old. My birthday is October the 12th. See, originally she wanted to get married on my birthday so that way I wouldn't forget. But I told her I wasn't going to do that because then I get cheated out of her present. See, I talk slow, but I think fast. I have two great little kids. Names are Courtney and Thomas. Thomas just turned 7. Courtney turns 9 next month in November. Great little kids. Thomas, he is a boy's boy. He loves going through and tramping through the woods with me. He loves guns. He loves playing in the dirt and getting dirty, climbing trees. Courtney, on the other hand, she is a girly girl. She loves dolls and dressing up really nice and doing her hair. Absolutely just gorgeous little girl. And I am a blessed man. I am so thankful I have those two little kids. Love them to death. I grew up around guns. My daddy, his name is John West, and ever since I guess I was 4 years old, grew up. One of the pictures, including the slideshow, was me carrying a single-shot .22 Essex rifle, going squirrel hunting. Love firearms. Grew up with them. Member of the NRA. I have been for, oh goodness, 15, 16 years now, I guess it is. When I lived in Florida, I had a concealed carry permit. Here in Montana, open carry is pretty much what I do. I don't have a concealed carry permit. It's really the only time you need one to legally carry conceal here is if you're in the city limits. And if we're able to get rid of our useless governor we have right now and get Gianforte elected, one of the things he wants to do is allow constitutional carry. That way no permit would be needed. So you folks who are watching this who are from Montana, if you support gun rights, let's get rid of Steve Bullock. This is my wife, Kizzy. We've been married for 10 years. October 14th is our wedding anniversary. And she has literally put up with a lot of crap from me throughout the years. I'm a blessed man. I guess you could say I'm a barbarian. At least that's what she likes to say. She puts up with a lot. I work a lot of long hours. She comes home, from her job, she takes care of the kids, gets things all done, and then whenever I get home from work, pretty much everything's already done. I don't know anyone who works harder than her. And whenever I told her back in 2010 that I think we needed to move to Montana to kind of start over, just because of the economy and just the political situation here in the country. She didn't bat an eye. She said okay, and I really can't say I know another woman who would have just done that with no complaint, just trusting my judgment. She is a absolutely fantastic lady. I definitely married up. I can tell you that. And whenever I'm off, go off into the woods and training and shooting and taking Thomas out, and she'll stay on with Courtney, and they'll do whatever it is that you ladies do. I've got to confess, I really don't know. Not really sure that I want to know, but it is what it is. I am very thankful. She's absolutely my better half. I would be in a sad and sorry state if it wasn't for Kizzy. And lastly, I'm going to explain why I'm doing this. Why have I made this channel? Why am I making these videos? Why am I investing this time? And I'll be completely honest with you folks. I really don't think that we have another chance here. As a Christian, and that's what I am. I'm a fundamentalist Christian. In my heart of hearts, I feel that this election is going to be our very last chance. With the floodgates being opened up for third world immigration, people flooding across the border who, once they get their citizenship, they vote left. This is not a racial thing, it's a cultural thing. Western society teaches that the individual, you and me, we are the sovereign. The government serves at our pleasure. And Western culture is unique in that regard. We have separation of church and state. We have separation of powers. The idea of freedom of speech, the right to keep and bear arms, is uniquely Western. And other cultures, Africa or Asia, South Asia, the Middle East, they've had that example for over 200 years, at least ever since the age of the Enlightenment. And that example's never really taken hold. And now more and more and more people are immigrating to the United States, to the point where the native population, you and me, are being displaced. And there's very little, if any, real assimilation. And what happens is a lot of these immigrants, they tend to vote to the left. They vote to consolidate power. They believe that the state is sovereign. The state is all powerful. The state is the answer to everything. And that runs directly counter to what I believe. I want a government that's so small I can drown it in a bathtub. And folks on the left, they want a government that controls everything from how much water that your toilet flushes, to the brightness of your light bulb, to determining what doctor it is that you see. I don't want that kind of life for myself. I don't want that kind of life for my children. And that's why I'm supporting Donald Trump. With Hillary Clinton, we know what we're getting. She said to a bank in Brazil that her dream, not her goal, she said her dream was open borders in the Western Hemisphere and free trade and free movement. She told Goldman Sachs in one of her leaked speeches that she has a public and a private face. We know what she gets with her. We know what we're going to get with her. We're going to get activist judges on the Supreme Court who are going to eviscerate our Second Amendment rights. We are going to get a government that's going to consolidate more and more and more power. and just continuing outsourcing jobs, because she believes, like many people on the left, that the United States has stolen everything that it has, and basically our country has to be sacrificed on the altar of political correctness to make things right. That's not the future I want for Courtney and Thomas. I want them to grow up having more opportunity than what we've had. With Donald Trump, we have a chance to break the corruption in Washington. We have a chance to really have real change. That's why I'm doing this. I am one guy with an iPhone using iMovie trying to push back against the multimedia behemoth. And that's why I'm doing this. I'm doing this in a labor of love for my family, for my country. And that's why I'm doing this. I wanted to thank y'all for taking the time of watching. It's a little bit longer than a lot of my other videos. Just wanted to kind of explain to y'all who I am and answer some of those questions. If you have any more, please post them on the comments below. I'd be more than happy to answer them. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel and share these videos to help me get the word out, because we are literally pushing back against a corrupt media, against to even call it a media is dishonest. The current mainstream media is the propaganda arm of our government, and I include Republicans and Democrats in that. They are two wings of the same bird of prey. And it's up to you and me to push back against this. I truly do believe this is our last chance. I think that if we lose this, things are going to start getting really rough. I think we're going to be heading for some interesting times. And I need your help getting this message out. So please subscribe, like, share, look at the other videos I have on the channel. If you like them and share them as well. And together we can push back against the media propaganda. We can expose the lies for what they are. And I am so thankful again for your taking the time of watching this. Let's make America great again, folks.